You're 18 years old. Have you been to prison before?
No.
Mr. Romero, do you want to take a guess what in God's name they would do to you in prison? You have had already in September, you get on probation. 3 months later, they file a motion to revoke your probation. They keep you on your probation. They extend, or they did whatever they were going to do. And now 2 months to 3 months later, you're back yet on another revocation. Do you have any clue what they would do to you in prison? You and your 18-year-old self. Do you know what they do to 18-year-olds in our Texas prisons? Take a guess what they do to 18-year-old kids in prison. Take a guess. I read stuff that had me damn near in tears because it was so bad what they do to certain people when they go to Texas prison in Huntsville. They literally treat you like a freaking rag doll, pass around like it's a freaking cigarette. You are chattel, meaning a piece of property. That's only the half of what they do to little young children in Texas prisons. You have now are on your second motion to revoke. It's only a matter of time before they say, you know what, this little dude don't get it. Let's send his ass to prison for 3 years. When that happens, you'll be crying for mommy and daddy. And if you don't believe me, start asking the people in jail. They'll tell you. I'm happy to roll it whatever you want, Jillian.
Let's do that. Thank you,
If you want to
Judge.
do a week, 2 weeks, whatever you want.
That's
But
fine.
get a clue before it becomes too late and you become a piece of chattel. Okay.
All right, sir. Oh, it's okay.
Mr. Thurman, you're back. Okay. So I told you before, two of my main concerns are, or my two main concerns are, number one, are you going to go back?
Lifetime probation isn't a scare tactic. It means for the rest of his life, one bad move anywhere in the country can send him back inside. He's about to find out just how literal that is.
Back to the jurisdiction that where you're wanted from. And number two, most importantly, are you a danger to my public? I take public, safety. It's as important as my hair. You know what I mean? It's that important, right? Because I don't want anything to happen out there with my name attached to a bond. I try everything in my power to ensure that everybody's protected. And I see that you're wanted for a really serious case. It's an armed robbery, right? I mean, that's what you're wanted for. There's no denying it. That's what it says on the paperwork.
He's on lifetime probation in Michigan.
Lifetime? There's such a thing as lifetime probation?
There is.
Yes.
Whoa.
So that Kate, well, I'll let you do the talking.
No, he did his time and he got out and lifetime probation out of Michigan. So that's what's happened. I believe it got.
So how on what would, aside from like a murder case,
So he was
what would
charged with
garner?
murder twice, along with 2 armed robberies.
I wasn't charged twice for no murder.
It just shows up.
It just shows up
Oh, I was
twice.
about to say, I wasn't charged
Murder
twice.
along with armed robbery or aggravated robbery in our jurisdiction.
Let that sink in. Lifetime probation for armed robbery, and now he's caught with a weapon and an aggravated assault. That's not a paperwork hiccup. That's a pattern the judge can see coming from a mile away.
He's placed on probation. Since that time, he's been charged in our jurisdiction with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and felon possession of a weapon. In those, he had bond conditions when it started off, where he was ordered to have a GPS monitor. He has had multiple curfew violations on top of that noted. And so I do believe he's a safety risk, because even with literally an ankle monitor, he doesn't follow court conditions. And so I believe he is a safety and flight risk. And the fact that there was a weapon involved with multiple witnesses, some of them children, even threatening to murder them, is that I would be opposed to a bond being set. Also, it should be noted that because of the way the probation was transferred, I can't confirm, so I can't approach on it yet. But from what I see on the system is that he moved the probation to Texas, which means there's an ICA. But I don't have the documents, which is why I can't present them. If there's an ICA hold, he is ineligible for a bond. because that's an IC rule. I don't have it, which is why I can't say. But if I get the document,
Interstate compact agreement.
I understand. May I speak, Your Honor?
Of course.
Okay. We talking about the probation. I'm at the probation. The GPS curfew wise, my judge knows all that was going on, so he knows every information and why I've been late. I have evidence of why I'm late, so he knows everything that's going on with my GPS.
You're not supposed to be late.
He knows why though.
I understand that.
That's why he said, okay, it's fine. He said it was fine.
Quick question: is it a motion to adjudicate?
well, no, it's still an open case. It's not under probation, but you're asking if they do a bond violation report. They did on November 1st, 2024. They filed a motion to revoke.
Oh, so it's recent.
It's very recent.
So they've not
this
heard.
month.
Okay, and then so there's not been a hearing on that yet, right?
No. But that's even after they amended the order. Also, he has further bond violation reports on December 18, 2023, another one on November 28, 2023, and that's after they amended it twice. One moment. So he seems to be agreeing with this. So the fact that he has 3 violations on top of having lifetime probation and a possible ICA, obviously, I'm still opposed for him.
Why are you on lifetime probation?
That's the way they set it up as. I took the plea deal
What are
for
you on probation for?
the armed robbery, conspiracy to commit armed robbery. I did 5.5 years, came home off lifetime probation. And to continue what I'm saying, so I'm a flight risk. I can't be a flight risk. Every court that they set, I came every single time. Every court date that Michigan have set, I flew out there every single time. I knew I was getting locked up Monday. They told me that Thursday. I still showed up to court and got locked up. So there's no flight risk in this whatsoever if I'm been showing up every single time.
And you may be showing up, but at the end of the day, you continue to do what you want to do without regard to bond conditions.
And what do you mean by that, Your Honor?
Meaning that they put you a GPS monitor, and they give you a curfew,
Yes.
and you don't abide by the curfew.
I was working, Your Honor. That's why the judge has extended, because they had my probation curfew time at us. I forgot what time it had as. But I had started my new job because I came, got locked up, lost my other job. He said, okay, the violation he's talking about, I came into court and talked to the judge, and he extended my curfew. He was like, okay, you've been working. I said, yes, I have documentation of new work. So I'll show all my documentation, and he said, okay. So the stuff he's mentioning violations for, they already been taken care of. So he's not stating that either. He said 2023 obviously I'm still free, right or wrong. I'm still free. That means he's seen all the paperwork. I came with legit paperwork.
And that's kind of where I was coming from at it. If it's a lifetime probation and it's curfew violations that he's still out, my speculation would be that he was able to make an explanation to the judge, and that's why he's not been revoked. So he's still here. As to the underlying charge, it's still a charge and that's what it is. Like he said, he turned himself in on Thursday knowing that he was going to get arrested and held. And so I'm sure that Michigan it's a probation violation because of the underlying charges. And plus that's where that MRP is probably coming from. I believe he's proven time and time again that he's gone to Michigan, taking care of what he needs to take care of. And he will still be here he's been on bond on the underlying case for about a year. Your Honor, he's not been locked up this whole time up until this recent arrest. So, and at this point in time, this is really just for if since we don't have proof of an ICA, if the judge is willing to set a bond, how much that would be, if there's a willingness to set a bond.
Let me read this to you.
Yes, Judge.
Texas Code of Criminal Procedure 17.03. NLR, out of state Michigan, armed robbery, armed robbery with a conspiracy, 2021. Probation transferred to Texas 3/2021. Concurrently charged with murder, which was dismissed. No holds. Defendant is not indigent, and defendant is alleged to have gone to complaining witness's home and pointed a gun at complaining witness and complaining witness's 3 children because
This is the line that kills any bond argument. Doesn't matter if it's proven yet, a gun allegedly aimed at 3 kids is the kind of detail no judge in Harris County is going to gamble on.
one of the complaining witness's children was involved in a dispute with defendant's sister at the child's school. Defendant threatened to kill quote unquote, everyone in the home. Defendant then left complaining witness's home and came back with defendant's father, both ready to fight complaining witness and complaining witness's wife. That's the aggravated assault that we have now. So, knowing that you're on lifetime probation for a very serious case, you know that you're supposed to be out there with a halo over your head. And yet you pick up an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon where allegedly a gun is pointed at kids. I mean, the way your mannerisms.
I would say something, y'all. That's why.
But don't, though. You have this open case.
Understandable.
Everything they can say, they can use it against you. My concern is public safety, man. And you got to understand that I don't know if you're guilty of this offense or not, but the problem is bad stuff keeps happening to you for some reason. It's like somehow, sometimes people are their own worst enemy. They get out and then something happens and then they just end up picking up another charge. It's like a cold. You pick up another charge, you pick up another charge here, you pick up another charge there, you don't follow bond conditions here. Mr. Thurman, you scare me, man.
Yeah, I scare you, Your Honor.
Yeah.
And I've been out for a whole year since this case happened, and this is my first time being into this courtroom again, and you're fearful for whose safety if I've been doing nothing but right and working.
That's not true.
That has been true. I've been out for a year on bond, and I have not been into this no courtroom, but in Orange Jumpsuit, I should say. Your courtroom, anybody's
you
courtroom.
want me to reward you for being
But you say you're in fear. You say you're in fear for safety. That's what I'm saying. Like, who are you in fear of? I have not been into any trouble whatsoever. I've been squeaky clean. Just I bond it out.
And Your Honor,
You don't get rewarded for being a good person out there. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be like that anyways.
I understand that wholeheartedly, Your Honor. I'm just saying, but you say you fear, and I'm saying, how are you in fear if I've not been doing anything? That's showing you. That should show you some type of sign. Like, okay, he's not been doing anything wrong. So where is the fear come to play? That's what I'm asking you.
The fear is really because, when people come here, it's little bunnies jumping in the woods, rainbows, gumdrops. And then when they get out there, they turn into different people. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. And I don't want that. Like, I don't want someone out there to suffer because we let you out. I let you bond out. You've got an armed robbery, you've got an ag assault. You continue to violate conditions on those bond, right? That shows me that you're not willing to abide by bond. I mean, quite frankly, you're lucky to even be out on those charges with the ankle monitor, and you continue to violate.
And Your Honor, you keep saying violate. Like, if I was in violations they have on file, by the way. Those have been taken care of. Once again, you keep on saying violations, but they took care of. The felony court judge seeing I have proven, what's the word I'm looking for? Just proven, facts that this is why I'm late. I have a new job. I got fired because I got arrested from the other job, so I started a new job. For me having a felony in my position, and just call it what it is, a young black man with a felony, it's hard for me to get a job anywhere. So the jobs I do get, I take up on those. So it's hard. Any shift they open up for me, I'm going to take it and show my work ethic towards that. So I let the judge know that. He sees that. He understands, like, okay, that's why you keep on bringing up violations. I have to work. I have to eat. I have to have a house to live in, like anybody else here. So you keep on bringing that up. I'll keep saying it. I already talked to the judge about it. He granted it already. He let it go. That's why I'm still free to this day. Well, was free to this day. And you keep bringing that up. You saying threat to your fear, which is understandable. Everybody gonna have fear, but I have not been into any trouble. I've been working. I've been working for a whole year. I've been on my P's and Q's. And like you said, the police report that you're.
He's making the "I turn my life around" argument in real time. Question is, does a year of no new arrests actually erase a lifetime probation armed robbery record? Drop your verdict in the comments.
Reading, sir. The case is still open, so I can't really speak on it. I'm pretty say much, but it's a lot more to what you're just reading on that police report. It's always going to be video cameras and house ring cameras, body footage. It's going to be a lot more other things that you're not going to be able to read off a police report, which is understandable.
just too much blood, Mr. Thurman. I'm sorry. I can't set you a bond.
Sorry.
It's just too much. I'm sorry. Hey, this
You do
isn't,
not walk away.
this isn't,
I said, okay, it's fine.
really. I understand that you're hurt, Mr. Thurman, but look,
I've been doing my best, trying to, and y'all sit here telling me I'm the bad guy, and I've been doing nothing but my best of my abilities, working, staying out of trouble. And you're a threat, and I'm a threat to society. Really? For a whole year, I've been out, and they just not issue a warrant for me just now, recently, and I come to turn myself in, and I'm a threat to society. And people, you fear me for what? From turning myself in and show you that I'm not running for nothing. I'm not running for.
And there it is, the exact behavior the judge was worried about, happening live in the courtroom before he's even walked out the door.
Anything. I'm innocent, and I'm coming to show you I'm innocent by turning myself in. But y'all a threat. You can let go of me, sir.
Stop.
You can let go of me.
You don't not tell me how to do my job.
You can let go of me. Grab my arm too tight.
guys, relax, relax.
Arm too tight. All I said, grab me. Look how you grabbing me up.
Back up.
Look how they grab me. I said you let me go a little bit.
You gotta calm down.
I'm calm. I just asked him a question. I asked him a question. Let me go a little bit, sir. That's all I said.
Open the door.
That's all I said. When you make somebody cuss you out or anything. You said I'm all tight. You just love me. You know what I'm saying?
So he already waived, so if he
He
just
did.
holds it, then it's.
Just, yeah, I can't.
I'll go talk to him. But once again, Judge, understandably, I think I know that he's frustrated. I believe.
I understand. I get it. And I would be too, but I can't. That's just too much blood. It's too much. You know,
It looked like there was.
even, you know what I'm going to tell you, even if he didn't have those bond violations, I'd still be very hard pressed to even, you know.
No, and I was curious because when you brought it up, it was a little bit older, and so I was wondering why.
Do you know, are they going to come get him?
I'm not gonna get him. I was trying to figure out why now, and they were just having back and forth.
But here's the problem. So he hasn't made bond on those cases. So we're sitting anyways.
Yeah.
He has not.
No.
He said he did.
No, he's not made bond on those cases.
He's been in jail for a year.
No.
He may have, but they revoked the bond.
Ah,
Yes.
So he's sitting there, and I
There you go.
didn't have the heart to tell him right now that the 14 days is not going to apply
Yeah.
because
I gotta do that.
Well,
I will. Really.
I would
I
imagine.
will. I'll let him know.
I'd imagine it's gonna get resolved because it's one of those. It's a bizarre. So we revoked. Harris County revoked because Michigan revoked because it was charged with the ag assault. So it's a chain of events because the only thing the court sees is that they revoked
So-
on the probation, which was caused. by
Please let him
events.
know that the 14 days hasn't kicked in, and it will not.
It will not kick in.
Resolves.
Right.
And either he resolves the cases.
So which one does he need to resolve first in order for?
Well, for the felon possession of the weapon, there's. Hold on, I don't want to.
Is there an offer?
No, it's going to trial. That's why it's been reset out. It's been set for jury trial at least
Four
Really?
times.
4 times. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
5 times, Judge.
Next time is January.
Here's the twist nobody saw coming. Even if the judge said yes today, it wouldn't have mattered. He's already sitting on $110,000 in bonds he can't touch. This whole hearing was academic.
6, 2025. But he's held on 55,000 bond for the ag assault and 55,000 for the felon possession. So he has to come up with 110,000 for.
Wait a second. So
So it doesn't matter what you did today.
can't.
Right.
Even if I gave him a bond today, he would still have to make those bonds.
110,000.
So my question now is, when did that warrant for the felonies pick? Because he's saying he's been out for a year ever since this
I'll
ag
explain
assault got picked up.
I show a remand defendant custody on November 18th, but I don't know what the previous.
So the only reason why his felony bonds got revoked was because Michigan
Well,
revoked.
I should
Oh
say
no,
only.
it doesn't. But we don't know that for sure
Yeah.
because it doesn't. There's no notes that reflect why they revoked the bond. It just says court directive remand defendant to custody. Let me see if they give an explanation. Hold on.
Okay.
It's remand custody violation report, but that's not a revocation. Yeah, because
It's a violation report from Michigan?
no. For me, so remember when I said the newest violation was on November 1st for all the curfew violations?
Mm-hmm. Is that from here?
Technically, that could be the reason why they revoked instead of Michigan. I don't know because I don't have the document. And
Yes.
so,
But he
technically,
hasn't gone out to Michigan to I guess take care of.
for that
the
one,
current
that
bound
since
violation.
2023, so it would have predated.
I
It
get
just
you.
takes some time for them to do it, which is why I hate it because they should have waited to file it. But whomever originally had them Well, actually, if he said he was in the courtroom, that happened. Yeah, sheriff's office. So they should have known to wait and file.
I got you. Okay.
Okay, well, I guess reset to track locals. Oh, man.
Don't set it to January.
I'm not. When in
So-
December would you like to touch base?
Now, my question now is, does it matter for us to touch base if his locals are gonna be reset far out? What's the
Yeah,
point of?
Yeah, we have to,
If
you gotta
they
keep
do like
it.
a plea deal, pre-trial,
Ah, makes sense.
or mid-trial dismissal, because it's Troy Locklear on the one of.
So let's do this. Do you see a date for like a pretrial motion or a pretrial setting for them?
Trying to file a motion.
Highly
Well,
doubt it,
file a
Judge.
motion, but I mean, there's nothing between here and there. Judge Jones, I would be surprised if they set another
Okay.
So if you want to talk to Troy-
18th, 17th of December?
17th of December.
Finner?
Yeah.
Is it Troy Finner?
No.
Troy Locklear. So hold on,
Oh, yeah.
December 17th.
I don't know. I'll find out.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
17th or 18th, whichever one of those days works for you, I'm good by it.
I live in this building, you tell me.
And then if you have any problems with him, just, we can bring him back out as far as just tracking locals, meaning that just let him know they revoked the bond.
I'll
And
let you-
essentially, the time here is kind of told until he either gets a bond reinstated, post bond, or somehow deals with the case.
Because the bond is set, so if he can come up with the money, he can. But I'll put 17th, and then if you want it sooner or a couple
Got
days
you.
out, let me know.
Sounds
See you
good.
tomorrow for.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think
Thank you, Judge.
we are done.
Maybe excuse Judge.
Oh my God.
And Your Honor, I filed dismissal on moves. I emailed.
Come up, Mr. Burrows.
Also, we did the, TNs. And, I was in the process of appealing this on Friday. I was going back and forth with Nathan.
Appealing.
Appealing for a pizza. And,
Oh, so they denied him?
No, we're almost there. He said the decision, and then this came, so I just, I'm waiting, I gotta talk to you. I told him about this on Friday, and he drove straight to the pretrial services. I think that's conflict, that's because- But, that's what's going on. I'll let him just tell you.
So, but I don't understand what you're saying about appealing. What are
No,
you,
I'm doing a P-tip appeal because he's not necessarily allowed to P-tip what the situation is, so I did.
you mean you're doing a mitigation pact?
I already did. Everything's turned in. I did everything, mitigation packet.
They said yes.
I don't know yet.
Oh, you don't
So
know?
we're going back and forth, and then I stopped that because I literally, I got that report right then and there. I was going back and forth with Nathan on.
Do you guys have any guidance on Burrows? It looks like he's filed for the diversion program for the DWI.
Amanda? Is that, are you
Just
Amanda?
whether he's been accepted into the program.
No, are you Amanda? I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She works for Recovery.
Okay.
So I believe that Nathan he was waiting because there was a previous DWI that was being filed out of county, and he was waiting to receive the OR from that previous DWI. Because we don't know, it might have been dismissed.
No, it was dismissed. I gave him the dismissal paperwork, and it was because there was nothing on
But
it.
I still have to know too, so I can take the appropriate action as far as bond condition, you know?
Happy to email
Go ahead.
Nathan right now. I think we just received the OR this morning
Where from and when?
from Galveston County. Let me look for the judge.
This case has been open since June. I'm just now finding out that he had.
I didn't know it either because he thought it was expunged because it says interest adjustments, no evidence for DWI. Basically, it was like he had no, it was nothing, just got thrown out. So that being said, he said he didn't do anything. That's whatever. That's that. But
Yeah, I think it had been, I think that we are all in agreement that it was dismissed. I think Nathan just wanted the copy of the offense
What
report.
year was it?
1 second, Judge. Yes, Judge, the DWI is from 2019.
Yeah, I probably would have put an interlock on him.
the reasoning on the dismissal, he put it on there.
And now he's still consuming alcohol, Mike.
That's what I'm saying. He's here to tell you. I don't believe that's the case. He swears up and down he didn't. He puts.
Have a scram.
I understand that, and he has he puts some like crazy amount of makeup on him, and the alcohol. It's. I gave you the pictures of it also. It's called alcohol decant. What's it called? Hang on. He can explain it to you, but I have it right here.
I have pictures of.
The nature of alcohol can be mistaken for alcohol consumption. I know.
I have these pictures. It has no date. It has no.
To give you context to it, I have the dates here. Those are just pictures of the close-up makeup, but he was DJing on those particular dates, and I have it right here because I was trying to get it in the club.
And I guess drinking while DJing, right?
No, he said he wasn't. I mean, you talked to him. I wasn't there. It was DJ Sidney Ray, October 31st at this place, and that was the day in question. And then this is October. This one, I'm sorry.
Okay. So
October 27th.
I have here that you're consuming alcohol. I have here that the consumption is October 26th,
Yeah, that's the it believes in
October 30th,
November 9th.
November 9th. Oh, and October 9th. So
That was yeah.
I have 4 different events that you're consuming alcohol.
For October 9th, Your Honor, that was whenever you told me to put the scram on, and I put the scram on right after that. And then those other 3 dates.
So you're allegedly consuming alcohol the day I tell you to put it on.
No, he did it. That's the day, and then he put it on. No, that's the violation. We addressed that.
I have a positive for alcohol on the 9th of October.
Not from the scramble thing.
Yes.
October 26th.
I sent him on 10/9. So Felicia,
Yes, Judge.
so we sent him for a POC test on 10/9 on that time. Did he test positive for alcohol? Why on earth are we just now getting the violation?
No, the violation
No.
was already addressed.
That was addressed.
Yes, that violation was already addressed in a previous BVR. They started to put it in that section, that's why I didn't highlight it. But
Can I address that BVR?
yes, and that's when we amended the conditions to put a scrap.
Okay, so now we have alcohol consumption as a second violation on top of all this.
For the scram itself.
I've been very grateful for the second chance you gave me. That was from the makeup that I applied to myself, and I was just ignorant to the fact that that would actually set off my scram device, but I have not consumed another alcohol beverage at all. Those are also the days that I was working. I was entertaining. I did not consume another alcoholic beverage at all. So I've been very grateful. I'm not stupid. I wouldn't consume another alcoholic beverage after you put the scram device.
Mr. Burrows, I told you at every single stage of this game, do not put anything into your body that could be positive for alcohol. It is your responsibility to know what you can and cannot use. You're old enough to know that actions have consequences.
Yes,
and
sir.
here we are. I've already let you go one time with a positive for alcohol. When I told you not to consume, you literally tested positive on the day that we sent you for the test. And now we have another 3 positives for alcohol.
I don't think that's all. That's the part. The other parts, yeah, but the first part, that's not. He didn't test positive.
He tested positive 10/9.
No, that was.
It was a positive urinalysis test, and because of that, we amended the.
And because of that, I amended the conditions. I did not put him in jail. I put the scram on him.
Yeah, but we addressed that he didn't go in and like.
I got it.
It's not 2 tests, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
You're right.
but he's continuing to consume. Stephen,
The scram reports are also in your email. I'm not sure if you gave them, but we got the names of the records as well for all of those dates.
have you seen that?
I have whatever I was sent yesterday.
That's it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bros. What am I supposed to do? Just let you go again?
No, sir, I'm not asking to, and I did not consume any alcohol. It was just yes, sir. The products that I put on, and I just was not aware that that was set off that. And it was makeup, sir. That's all it was. I didn't consume an alcohol beverage at all.
That party is 10:31, and I have here 10:26, 10:30, and you're telling me that you put this makeup on November 9th? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes, sir. It's for my TikTok, and I have the videos of it also, sir. I do cosplay, and I just put on those products, and that was the sweat from it. I had no idea that that would actually get inside my blood system and and set that off.
You have levels?
Yes, they're in the scram report.
What is it?
I have.
It's like a a peak of 0.08, and then. So
He's a 0.08.
Yes.
You're telling me that makeup made you a 0.08?
Yes, sir. And those are the days I was at work.
I don't believe it for a second.
I even had,
I don't believe it for a second. I'm sorry. A
understand.
0.08 because of makeup?
yes, sir. I understand. I promise you I have not consumed alcohol at all.
I'm sorry, dude.
I
That's
understand.
it.
Yes, sir. I understand.
With you.
I understand, yes, sir.
Can't possibly believe that makeup is going to make you as intoxicated as having 6 to 8 drinks. ¿Qué has hecho cerca de este caso?
Mandé a hacer las placas.
Prueba.
No, le mandé a la señora.
Cuando tú haces cualquier cosa con el DPS o DMV, te dan prueba. Un email, receipt, algo te dan. Muéstrame algo que tienes, que has hecho.
Pregunté a la señora que es la que me está tramitando la placa y me dijo que no tiene nada, que a ella no le dan información.
So,
Sí.
no has registrado entonces. Solamente hiciste una pregunta.
No registré.
Pruébamelo entonces.
Tengo mensajes de texto con la persona, la gente que me está haciendo el trámite.
Muéstramelo.
Ok, ¿puedo ir por mi teléfono?
I'm not going to take his word that he's just asking questions. I want some kind of proof that he's doing something, you know? Yeah, I mean, go get your boy, see what he's doing.
You want to bring back these? Okay.
Typically, Victor, as long as they start registering and you have proof,
No, I understand.
that's good enough.
My understanding is that he's going through somebody else to get the process done for him.
Ahí están mensajes. Hasta cuando le hice el pago, mandé toda la información.
So, I don't know if you want to see this, Judge. This is text message string. This is the inspection that he did that he sent to the lady who's doing the process for him.
Ayer mismo le pregunté si tenía.
So this is the actual registration?
That's the person who's doing the process for him. So he's sending her all the information. She's doing it for him.
I don't understand why he can't.
Whatever he feels comfortable doing, Judge. I don't know.
We got to put a time limit on this thing. It's
Understand.
200 days. I mean,
Understand.
it's,
I'm only asking for one more reset.
how long do you want?
My last person was reset to December the 17th.
That day, if it's not done, it's plea or trial. I'm not going to give you any more. Tú no tienes más tiempo para la próxima vez que tú regreses aquí. Si no lo tienes hecho en total, no me importa un coco que tienes que hacer. Jurado con juicio la próxima vez. ¿Entiendes, Méndez? Okay.
Understood.
All right.
Appreciate it.
SFBF, please, Jermaine.
Yes, sir.
Right,
Yeah.
Ms. Zuniga on page 30 is the first one.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hey, happy hump day. Wednesday. So we have is it Magali Zuniga?
Yes.
Ms. Zuniga, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
The officer initiated a traffic stop after observing the defendant weaving between lanes and disregarding a traffic control device on an exit ramp. The defendant stopped her vehicle in the middle of a moving lane of traffic on the entrance ramp to Katy Freeway, and upon contact, the officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage and glossy eyes. The defendant admitted to drinking a couple beers and stated that her last drink was at 9 p.m. and that she believed the current time was 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. It was actually 1 a.m. Center field sobriety tests were conducted. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 6 out of 8, one leg stand 4 out of 4. The DIC was read and breath was refused. A blood warrant was signed and executed.
Okay. Can you look to see if there are any prior DWIs, please?
There are no prior DWIs, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Zuniga, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license? Can you have your license, Alex, please? Do you have valid liability insurance in your name? Okay, you're not allowed to drive unless you have both, but I am now placing a restriction on you and your bond that you're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol and kind of illegal drugs, you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
I understand.
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it's your responsibility to stay in touch with them, and he'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. So don't get in any trouble. Don't use, and just stay in contact, and everything will be fine. All right? We'll have you sign a reset with Jermaine. We'll have you get with Felicia for bond conditions, and then after that, you guys are free to go.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Mr. Adams on 2 is our next one, Your Honor.
Okay.
I just.
Morning, Mr. Adams. Good morning. Mr. Adams, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer, the lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The officer initiated a traffic stop after observing the defendant's vehicle run a red light and travel 73 miles per hour in a 60 mile per hour zone. Upon contact, the officer observed a strong odor of marijuana and asked the defendant when he last smoked. The defendant stated, "You caught me, I just finished rolling one." The defendant then handed the officer the blunt, and then the defendant gave the officer 2 bags of marijuana, approximately 0.636 ounces of marijuana.
Did you say there was the odor of weed in the car?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Adams, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
Sir.
Run his license, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name? Are you sure? Do you have car insurance?
Yes, sir.
If you don't, you're not allowed to drive. I'm making that a condition of your bond, Mr. Adams. I want you to understand that I take it extremely serious. If you don't have car insurance, you get into an accident and you maim someone, they're going to come after you, where if you have liability insurance, your insurance takes care of you for all those needs.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not putting any conditions on your bond. Just be careful. Don't pick up any new cases. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'm going to have you go to Jermaine, sign a reset. After that, we'll just get you out of here. And when you come back, please have a lawyer. Okay? All right, be careful, man.
Bowman. Page 5, Your Honor. Bowman.
Okay? Good morning, Ms. Bowman. Ma'am, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
The complainant and the defendant are in a dating relationship and live together. On November 12th, 2024, the officer was conducting a neighborhood patrol and observed an on-view disturbance between a vehicle and a pedestrian. The complainant stated that he and the defendant got into a verbal argument. The defendant hit the complainant approximately 1 time and bit him approximately 2 times on his right bicep, causing pain. The officer observed visible injuries on the complainant's right bicep and his right upper eye. The defendant stated that she bit him because she thought he was going to hit her.
Okay, Ms. Bowman, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Have you guys spoken to this person? Do we know whether he wants to continue to have contact with her or not? I'm sorry? Okay, don't say anything, please. I have a bunch of DAs here, and everything that you say, they're going to use it against you. They sit there, type it, so just don't say anything at this point.
A rip was performed, Your Honor, and it.
So, guys, CW is here if you want to try. Because unless I know that this person wants to have contact with you, I'm going to order you not to have contact with this person. It is a Kevin Callahan. Okay. That's Mr. Callahan with the beard.
Yes,
There. Okay. Regardless, even if he wants to have contact with you, I'm ordering you not to have any threatening or harassing contact with him. You need to understand what is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think. It's what he perceives. So if I go like this, is that threatening, harassing? It is, and it can land you in jail. Do you understand? Do we know if alcohol had anything to do with this, Alex?
There's no allegation of alcohol, Your Honor.
The only other thing I'm going to advise you, Ms. Bowman, is that a protective order has been issued in this case. I would get to know the protective order because if you do something to violate that protective order, the state can and will file additional charges against you. And a violation of a protective order is one of the worst cases you can pick up in misdemeanor court. Do you understand? Okay. What do you do for a living?
I work for a consulting company.
And what kind of money do you make a month?
If I keep my job, like 8,000.
Okay, we're going to give you time to hire a lawyer. You don't qualify for an appointed lawyer. So I'll have you sign a reset with Jamae, and then we'll just have you take a seat in the jury box right now while we work out the kinks as far as the no contact order. Okay, please. First, we'll have you sign a reset.
The next one, Your Honor, is going to be Mr. Cruz on page 8.
Harassing, no way.
Yes, Judge.
Are you Xavier Luis Cruz? Mr. Cruz, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
The officer initiated a traffic stop after observing the vehicle failed to signal a lane change, and the officer detained all occupants in the vehicle because none were wearing seatbelts. The driver of the vehicle gave a verbal consent to search, and the officer searched the vehicle and located a black and red bag located on the right rear passenger floorboard where the defendant was seated. The officer located the following items: a clear baggie containing meth, ice, and Xanax, and 2 baggies and a scale, and 1 Glock 47.
Was he the driver?
He was the rear passenger, and that's where the bag was located, where he was seated.
Mr. Cruz, how old are you, sir?
18.
I'm sending you now for a drug test. You must come right back. When you come back, we'll talk about your lawyer situation. But if you fail to go test, if you fail to come back, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Jamae. And then after that, we're just going to have you take a seat while we send you and then come right back. Don't leave.
Yes, sir.
All right.
In case on 16 and 17 is our next one.
Blake Jenkins.
Okay.
Mr. Jenkins, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with 2 counts of terroristic threat. Was he on bond for this case and then he picked up a new case?
Yes, Your Honor, it appears so, that he was on bond for the...
He was literally on bond and then a week later he picks up a new case.
Can I say something?
Don't. Are you here with anyone today?
Okay.
Yes, just it appears correct. He was on bond and then he picked up a new case.
So, as what I see, he picks up his first terroristic threat. We gave him a PR bond on November. So, tell me if I'm wrong. So, check this out. Tell me if I'm wrong, but it looks like both of these were just both 2Bs, meaning warrants had been issued, and he had not been picked up. This is Jenkins. And it looks like we picked him up all at one time, and he was given a PR bond on November 13th.
On the terroristic threat?
On both cases, they're both terroristic threats.
Yeah. Yeah, because it would have taken a month for him to get arraigned, so it must have been.
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. There were.
Okay, so he was not on.
No, he was not. There were both 2Bs, Your Honor.
Now, do you guys know the relationship of Ryan Kalal?
He was just a member at the gym that the defendant attends.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and do probable cause on both cases.
Okay.
So, Mr. Jenkins, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with 2 counts of terroristic threat. One is against a family member. So on that one, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Your other case is just against a garden variety civilian. So on that one, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
So for the terroristic threat involving a family member, the complainant and the defendant are brothers. The officer was dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas, in response to a family disturbance. The defendant was removing the complainant's belongings from the residence and putting them in the back of his own vehicle to prevent the complainant from getting his things. The complainant tried to remove his things from the back of the vehicle when the defendant stated, "I will kill you." The complainant was in fear for his life when the defendant said this. The defendant also later texted the complainant that if he touched his things again, that he would cause him severe pain. And then for the other terroristic threat, on October 26, 2024, the officer was dispatched to Crunch Fitness in regard to a terroristic threat. The officer made contact with the complainant. The complainant, the manager at the gym, stated the defendant was involved in verbal and physical altercations with other members, and multiple complaints were filed. The complainant stated that the defendant's membership was canceled due to the issue with other members and the defendant making threats. The defendant then continued acting aggressively after finding out this information and caused a disturbance by screaming and cursing loudly. The complainant told the defendant he needed to leave and not return. The defendant became more agitated, left the business, but returned multiple times. The complainant stepped out with the defendant and told the defendant repeatedly not to return. The defendant responded multiple times he was going to come back to the business and kill the complainant.
All right. So, Mr. Jenkins, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on both of your cases. I'm now ordering you on both of your cases not to have contact with each of those witnesses and not to go where they either live or where they work. Do you understand? In the first case against your brother, a protective order has been issued. So I would get to know that protective order, because if you violate the protective order, they will file additional charges against you. You violate those conditions, I can hold you at no bond, 0 bond until this case is over with. And I want you to know that I will protect every single person in Harris County by all means necessary. And if that means putting you in jail, locking you up at a $100,000 bond, $50,000 bond, $2,000, whatever it may be, it's going to happen. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons as well. You're not to go back to Crunch Fitnesses also. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You pick up any known cases, violate even 1 iota of these conditions, I'm going to keep you with me. And I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be high. And if you don't have anyone to pony up that kind of money, $10,000 to get you out, you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until these cases are over with. And I'm going to tell you, it takes damn near 9 months just to get a 911 tape. Do you understand? How old are you? What do you do for a living?
I worked in catering, and then now I'm doing solar. So I'm a sales representative.
What kind of money you make a month?
I haven't made any money. Right now I'm living off unemployment checks because the money I had from my last job ran out, and the money that I'm making on my new job is all commission. So I have to close the deal before I have any income.
Who are you living with?
I'm actually living in my car at the moment.
Okay, I'll have you fill out an application for an appointed, actually, let me see your name. On this application, you says your spouse's salary is $10,000 a month. What does that mean?
My what?
It says under spouse's salary, $10,000. You make a total income of around $11,000 a month.
Did I fill that out? I didn't fill that out.
I'll have you fill out a new one then.
Okay.
So you're living in your car.
Yes.
How is that?
I mean, it's fine as long as it's not too high.
Sucks. Sucks to live in your car, doesn't it?
I mean, I don't have any money, so I mean, it's better than the street.
What I'm trying to tell you is that when you're living in someone's house, under their roof, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Because
Who's my brother that I got.
register what I'm trying to tell you, Mr. Jenkins. If you're under someone else's roof and they're kind enough to take you in, when you bite the hand that feeds you or burn a bridge, you never know when you may need to cross that bridge. Now you've burnt the bridge, you can't even cross that bridge, you're living in a car. Living in a car sucks. So be nice. It's not hard, especially when you're living under someone else's roof. It's not that hard. And if you get into an issue where you fight with someone or you're upset, walk away, find another release. Do you understand what I mean? It's not hard. Be nice. Would you mind giving an application? I'm going to have you fill out this application because I need to know everything about you as far as money-wise. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Jermaine, and then I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box where we get all your orders ready, and while I'll find you a lawyer. Okay? Okay.
So I'll be on the court today?
Yeah, I'm going to have you talk to a lawyer today. So don't leave until I excuse you.
Our last one, Your Honor, is Mr. Walker on 28.
So on both of those, no contact, no weapons, and no going to Crunch Fitness and please.
Yes, Judge.
You, Johnny Walker. Mr. Walker, you're charged with driving on a suspended license. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The officers were dispatched to a minor accident in Harris County, Texas. The defendant provided the officer with his driver's license, which returned as not eligible. The officer noted that the defendant's license has a mandatory suspension with no lift date. The defendant also admitted to not having insurance on the vehicle.
All right. Mr. Walker, do you have a Texas driver license?
Not a license ID, I have.
You're not allowed to drive. If you drove here, you're not allowed to drive home. I will have you now sign an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't know what you're doing in your life. I don't care who you're talking to, what you need to do. Nothing at all can ever now justify you getting into a car and driving. If you do, this is an affidavit. You are in violation of the affidavit, and I can have a hearing to hold you in contempt of court and slap you with an additional 6 months jail and a $500 fine every time you drive, because it's an offense in and of itself. So if you drive 5 times, I will have 5 contempt hearings. Do you understand? If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, and then we can talk, and I will happily take this off. But if I find that you drive, there will be HE double hockey sticks to pay.
Your Honor, the defendant said he has questions.
About an occupational license, what, do you have any information on it?
I cannot give you legal advice.
Okay.
What I would do, first and foremost, is go get your license. That's what you need to do. So you need to really do the legwork, call DPS, and find out what you need to do. Don't take a half-ass approach, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to take the easy way out, and that's not the way to do it. you need to call DPS. I will even give you the number to DPS for you to call. That's the number to the driver's license division to DPS. When you call them at 7 o'clock sharp as soon as the phone line's open. Don't call at 702, 905, 142 because you will never get through. I'm telling this from past experience. The only time I ever got through was to call right when the phone line's open, which is at 6:59 to 7 o'clock, because then you'll get through to be able to talk to someone. Call them and say, okay, this is my number. This is who I am. What do I need to do to get my license back? Has it been more than 2 years since you've had a license? Then you're gonna have to retest. You'll probably have to take the driver's test. You'll probably have to take a written test just to get it back, not to mention surcharges and everything like that.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do now is I'll have you sign this affidavit, promising us you're not gonna drive. I'll get you to Jamay to sign a reset, and then we're gonna get you out of here. And when you come back, please have a lawyer, sir.
This hearing is a perfect reminder that in court, your actions after you're charged can matter just as much as the allegations themselves. As someone looking at this from both a legal and common sense perspective, what stood out to me wasn't just the seriousness of the accusations, it was the defendant's inability to stop. Every opportunity the court gave him to demonstrate restraint, he instead doubled down. From the phone calls to the emails, the judge wasn't simply evaluating whether a rule had been broken. He was asking a much bigger question. Can this person be trusted to follow court orders going forward? And that's where the defense faced an uphill battle. A clean record, family support, steady employment, those are all important factors. But they don't erase conduct that suggests someone may ignore the court's authority. Judges don't make bond decisions based on sympathy alone. They weigh risk, credibility, and above all, public safety. What I found most compelling was the judge's focus on behavior rather than excuses. He wasn't interested in hearing why the defendant thought the order didn't apply or why emotions were running high. His concern was simple. If someone ignores a clear court order once, what assurance does the court have that it won't happen again? Whether you agree with the ruling or not, this case teaches an important lesson. Court orders are not suggestions. They are legal commands. The moment you decide to test those boundaries, you're no longer arguing about your innocence. You are proving whether you can be trusted. In the end, the bond wasn't increased simply because of what was alleged. It was increased because the court concluded the defendant's own conduct after his arrest raised even greater concerns. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Was the judge's decision fair, or do you think the defense deserved another chance? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoy in-depth courtroom analysis that breaks down the law in plain English, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.